Good morning. How are you all doing? I'm back again. Let me know if you can hear me. Had a little bit of a sound hiccup in my mat class, so please let me know if you hear my sound. My sound man left, but I'm going to flip you guys around and hopefully you all can hear me, and we'll be starting shortly. And let me brighten up my light for you guys too. Give me one moment here. So how is everyone doing on this beautiful Monday? I hope you guys are doing good and you all had a wonderful weekend. I know I did. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Oh, yay, Carol's here. And I believe Carol can hear me if she says yes. All right, let me turn on my brighter lights on the floor for you all. Sometimes I like to play with my lights because it just makes it more fun for me in this room by myself. But I also realize you guys need to be able to see me clearly, so I will try my best. All righty, so I guess we might as well just get to it, eh? Who else do we have here? Hi, Rhea. Glad you can hear me. Hello, Mary. Nice. I'm so happy you're all here with me. So, today I have with me a little set of 1 pound weights. You definitely do not need these. I'm going to try some arm exercises with you guys. I've done this before in the class. But if you want any added bit of challenge, you can grab little light hand weights, or even if you have 2 little water bottles or cans of soup or something like that, that would work as well, just to give you a little bit of weight. It's really important for our bone density to, do some weight bearing exercises. And even these light little hand weights can be great for that to get started. Hi, Arlene. How are you? You're from Florida too. Hi, Catherine and Val. Yay. I have some of you guys with me. I also have with me today, so we have the light hand weights. I also have a yoga strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, just a hand towel is fine. We may use this today, we may not. So basically, I hope you have a chair. That's the most important thing. I didn't even mention that. I'm going on and on about all my props. We need a chair. For your chair, you want a sturdy chair. You'll notice I'm on a wood floor, so I put mine on a yoga mat, and that's just so it doesn't slide all the way around. The best type of chairs, honestly, are the great big, the dining room table chairs that don't have any armrest. Those are wonderful because they're big, they have space for your bottom, you don't feel you're falling off the sides. But make do with whatever you have. All you have is the couch. Sit on that couch. It's better to move than do anything at all. So, first things first, let's get in a nice seated position. I'm going to try to toss this ponytail out of the way. So, the bottom of our feet want to be touching the ground, all right? And you want to be sitting up nice and tall today to start. Friday, I started leaning back, but today I want to sit up nice and tall. And I want you to just bring those hands to the top of your thighs. From here, just go ahead and shut those eyes for a moment. And just sit up tall. And slowly, just bring your mind in connection with your body. Forget about that outside world for a minute. And we're just going to take this next 30 to 40 minutes to focus on you and your body. And making it a little bit better than it was before you started the video. It is possible. So from here, just relax those eyes. Relax the shoulders. And just slowly start to become aware of your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Again, inhaling exhaling. One more breath like that. Deep inhale. And exhale. Good. Now from here, I want you to start bringing that breath, connecting your mind to your belly. So on your inhale, imagining you're lengthening, so someone's pulling the top of your head, lifting you out of that chair. And on the exhale, I want you to feel your belly button pull into your spine, like you're putting on a tight pair of pants. Now don't put it on too tight that you curve that spine. Still try to sit up nice and tall. Just try to pull the belly button in. Inhale. Exhale, scoop that belly. Good. Again, inhale. And exhale, scooping that belly. Awesome. One more breath like that. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now go ahead, bring those arms down by your side. Just give them a little shake. This time on the inhale, I want you to lift the shoulders up by your ears. This place I usually tell you to get them away from. And then on the exhale, slide those fingers down. So think of pulling the shoulders away from the ears, like you're doing I don't know. So inhale, lifting the shoulders up. Exhale, sliding those fingertips down. Now as you do that, we're sucking in the belly like we're putting on an old pair of jeans that don't have any stretch. And again, inhale, lifting those shoulders up by your ears. Exhale, lowering them down. Good. Again, inhale, lifting those shoulders up by your ears. Trying to connect that mind to your muscles. Exhale, sliding them down. One more time like this. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, sliding them down. Nice. Now, we're going to combine one more thing with that. So, 1, we suck in our belly. 2, we slide our arms down. This time on 3, I want you to think about squeezing those inner thighs together. So you're thinking almost of a zipper or a magnet pulling those legs tight together. So try that again. Inhale, we're lifting the shoulders up, lengthening our spine. On the exhale, we're sliding them down. We're scooping the belly, and we're squeezing our inner thighs. So we should feel nice and tight here. Inhale, lifting the shoulders up by your ears. Exhale, sliding the fingertips down, scooping the belly, squeezing those inner thighs nice and tight. Good. Try it again. Inhale, lifting the shoulders up. Exhale, sliding them down, scooping the belly, squeezing those inner thighs. Awesome. One more like that. Inhale, lifting them up. Exhale, sliding those fingertips down, scooping the belly, and squeezing those thighs. Beautiful. All right, so from here, I'm going to teach you guys a seated version of a modified 100. So the 100 is a series of breaths we do to warm up in Pilates mat. So some of you may have taken a Pilates mat class before and really liked the exercise, but if you can't get onto the floor now, you can always do 100. 100 is just a series of breaths. And basically you inhale for 5 counts and you exhale for 5 counts. On that inhale, we lengthen the spine like we were just doing during that exercise. So we're trying to create space between the hip bones and the rib cage on that inhale. And on the exhale, we're scooping the belly button in tight. Now, you guessed it, we're also squeezing our thighs tight together and we're pulling the shoulder blades down and back. So, to get started, we're going to try just 20. And I want you to think of just sitting up nice and tall. We're not going to do any of the pumping of the arms yet. I just want you to think about breathing for 20 counts. So arms are going to come down by your side, fingertips reaching for the mat. And we want to inhale for 5 counts. Exhale for 5 counts. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. Now, we're going to add some pumping of the arms because that's what we do when we're doing our 100 laying on our back. And basically, your accent is down. So when I count, when I say 1, your arms go down, they come right back up. They're nice and tight, squeezing the back of your arms. So we're going to do another 20, this time pumping those arms. So let's start the pump first before I start counting. So you're doing little pumps of the arms. Now let's add that breath. So we're going to inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. So we're already up to 40. Good job. So we're going to continue to that. We're going to do 60 more. Doing your own version. Maybe you're just going to inhale for 5 counts, exhale. Maybe you're going to pump those arms. Whatever feels good to you. And if you're a little more advanced, play with lifting one leg or the other, or maybe lifting both legs up out of the chair and pumping those arms. Do what feels good for you. Ready? Here we go. So we're going to start pumping those arms. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. The most important thing is that those abs are working. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. So you guys all just did 100. If anybody asked you, have you done 100? You've done 100. Doesn't matter where your starting point is. It can always get harder, more advanced. You can do 100 balancing on top of a little table. There's tons of ways you can do it, but the important part is that we can always move from point A to point B to point C. We can advance Pilates exercises. All right, so from here, I want you to open your legs about hip width. So think of your hip bones, and those heels come in line. Don't think about this outer width here. Think about where those hip bones are, and that's where you want the feet. From here, those fingertips are going to come right here to the top of the knees. Taking an inhale as you sit up nice and tall. As you exhale, we're going to drop the chin down towards the chest and try to slide the wrist and the forearms down the legs, rounding through the spine. So we're making a C shape with our spine. Taking an inhale. Now as we exhale, we're going to roll back up, restacking that spine. So imagine your vertebra restacking one by one as you take it up. Good. Relaxing those shoulders. Inhale here. Now as we exhale, dropping that chin towards the chest, scooping that belly as we round it forward. Just relaxing the arms on the thighs, rounding through that spine. Take an inhale here. As we exhale, rolling it back up, re-stretching that spine. Awesome. Again, inhale. Now as you exhale, put on that tight pair of pants. So we're scooping the belly. The tight pair of pants is coming on. We're reaching our fingertips, imagining almost we're doing a sit-up. Now roll it back up, sitting up nice and tall. Right here, go ahead and lift those shoulders a little bit. Now roll them back and down. There you go. There's where they need to be. Exhale, dropping that chin down towards the chest, scooping that belly. Good. Inhale. And exhale, rolling it back up, sitting up nice and tall. Awesome. From here, just taking that right ear over to the right side. Just taking a nice stretch here. Now try to pull those shoulder blades down and back. From here, I want you to take that left arm, just reach it out to the side. Now I like to point my finger here. Gives me a little bit better of a stretch. From there, I'm going to take my right arm, and if you want a little bit more pressure on that stretch, you're going to reach up and just give a little bit of weight. You don't even have to pull. Just the weight of your hand is enough to kind of stretch that neck. If that's too much for you, just bring that hand down. Holding it here. Trying to sit up nice and tall. Awesome. Now go ahead, float that right arm down. Bring the left hand back in. And from there, moving the head back to the center. From here, we're going to drop the left ear over. Holding that stretch there. We're sitting up nice and tall. Both feet are firmly planted into the ground. Taking that right arm out, maybe pointing that finger, trying to really relax these shoulders. Then if you want a little added help, bring that left arm up. So go ahead and gently set it on the top of the head. Enjoying that stretch there. Good. Taking a deep inhale here. And exhale. Let's take one more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly lowering that left arm down. And let the right float down, bringing the head back into the center. Good. From here, I want you to lift your arms up right in line with your shoulders. Take an inhale here. Now as you exhale, just lower them back down, scooping that belly. Good. Again, inhale, lift the arms up. Now imagine someone's pushing your arms down as you do that. So we're creating a little tension. Now float them back down. Again, inhale, bringing them up. Now for some of you, this might be as far as you can go with that arm. That's okay. If you can lift your arms up overhead, I want you to try to stretch them a little bit higher. Same thing, still imagine someone's pressing down on those arms and floating them down. Just taking them up as high as you can. Inhale, floating them up. And exhale, taking them down. Good. Again, inhale, floating them up. Exhale, taking them down. Now my thumbs are pointing up. Try that again. Inhale, bring them up. Maybe each time taking them a little bit higher. And exhale, lowering them down. And not beating yourself up if they can only come up to maybe even to this height. Some people, we have issues in our shoulders, so just do what you can. Inhale, lifting them up. And exhale, lowering them down. Good. Now from here, I want you to take it up to that highest point for you. So for some of you, that's going to be all the way up here. Really reach. For some of you, it might be right in front. So reach for me. If they're a little lower, that's okay too. Just reach. The same time that you're reaching, we're still staying connected to that upper back. So I'm still trying to stay squeezed in my shoulder blades. Now we're going to inhale wherever you are. As you exhale, I want you to twist to the right. And then just go ahead, drop that left hand down onto that right knee. Now, if your arm is up here, you can keep it here. That's okay. Or you can bring it right down by your side. Or you can stretch it to the back of your chair. From here, we want to take an inhale as you lengthen up a little bit taller. Now, as you exhale, we're going to twist a little bit deeper. So imagine your midsection is a wet towel. And you're wringing out all the water, all right? So only take it as far as you can. So inhale, you're sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, we're twisting just a little bit deeper. Both of the hip bones are glued down, so don't let them rock. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now again with those arms, wherever your high point is, take an inhale, lifting them up. I'm going to take mine right to the center for you guys, bringing your body back to the center. And now as you exhale, twist to the left. Feel that twist in the spine, the stretch there. From there, taking that right hand down to the leg. Left hand can stay up, can reach back on the edge of the chair. If you want more of a stretch, or it can just drop right here by your hip. Taking an inhale, lift up. Lengthen that spine. Now as we exhale, we're going to twist a little bit deeper, looking over that left shoulder if you can. And again, inhale, lengthening. And on the exhale, really twisting. Now make sure you're really breathing with me. Inhale. And exhale. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, twist. Good. Lifting the arms up as we inhale. floating them back into the center. And on the exhale, lowering them right back down here to your thighs. Good work. All right, from here, I want you to bring the legs nice and tight together. You might need to scooch forward a little bit more on your chair because I want you to be able to really dig your heels into the ground here. So we're nice and planted. Now from here, sit up nice and tall. We're going to try to reach underneath the back of this right leg. Now, if you can, lift that toe up off the ground. Just hold this leg here. Give it a little wiggle. Maybe flexing and pointing that toe. Feeling those toes straight. Now notice, I'm not creaking in my shoulders. I'm not sinking into my lower back. I'm trying to sit up nice and tall. And you will notice with all this sitting up tall that you may start to feel that lower back, but hopefully if you've been doing some of my videos, it's getting a little bit stronger, and that's a good thing. Now from here, go ahead, rest that leg down for a second. And we're going to bring our hands right down to the side of our thighs. Not our sides, our hips. We're going to take an inhale, and as you exhale, I want you to extend that right leg out. Try to squeeze the inner thighs together. Squeeze the top of the leg here. So if you poked it, it should be tight. Now lower it down as you inhale. We're sitting up taller here, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Now as we exhale, we're kicking that leg. We're scooping the belly, feeling those abs. So imagine someone's punching you in the belly. Now inhale, sit up nice and tall. Again, exhale, kick that leg, squeezing those inner thighs, scooping the belly. Inhale, lowering that toe down. One more time. Exhale, kick, scooping. I'm using my abs to lift it. And lowering it down. Awesome. From here, just rocking those knees a little bit side to side. From here, taking the hands, we're going to bring them underneath the left leg. Lift that leg up a little bit. Give it a little bit of a stretch. Let it bounce around a little bit. And flexing and pointing that foot. Just do what feels good to you here. Just moving all the limbs. That's what's important. You have to make sure nothing goes untouched. Maybe rolling that circle. And other way. Good. And lowering that foot down. Again, the arms are going to come down to the side of your chair, scooping that belly, trying to squeeze the shoulder blades. We're going to take an inhale. As we exhale, extend that left leg. So we're squeezing the inner thighs, scooping the belly. Inhale, lower the toe down. Lengthen that spine here. Try to sit yourself up out of the chair. Exhale, kick that leg forward, squeezing those inner thighs nice and tight. And lower that leg down. Inhale, lengthening up. Again, exhale, kick that leg out, scooping those abs nice and tight, squeezing the legs. Lower it down. And let's take one more. Exhale, kicking that leg out, scooping the belly. And lowering it down. Beautiful. Go ahead, inhale, reaching the arms up as far as you can. If they go right here, that's fine. I just want you to arch that back a little bit. You might reach them all the way up. If you can, interlace those fingers. And we're going to stretch the arms up forward. Now, if you can't interlace them up here, bring them straight in front of you. Just stretch them forward. Taking a nice stretch of that body wherever you are. Good. Go ahead, floating those arms back down. Good. All right, I have one more for you here just to work on our lower abs a little bit. So this time I want you to open your legs just a tiny bit. So again, those heels are right in line with those hip bones. We're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, I want you to try to just lift that right knee. Now we're scooping the belly. We're almost tucking our pelvis a little bit, and we're using our abs to lift the legs. So I don't want you to think of squeezing the top of the leg this time. Think of squeezing, scooping your abs. Now inhale, lower that toe down, sit up taller. Exhale, abs are working there. Good. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And I know some of you may not be feeling it, but you will. This is the beautiful thing about Pilates. When you first start working, you're like, I don't get it. She's telling me to squeeze this muscle. It's not squeezing. It's not. It will. When it gets stronger, you'll be able to isolate these muscles. Exhale, scoop the belly. That's what I love so much about teaching this class right now, is I'm actually getting an amazing ab workout with very, very basic body-friendly exercises. Exhale, tucking my chin in towards my chest, scooping my belly, using those abs. Inhale, I'm dropping the toe down. I'm sitting up nice and tall. I'm pulling my shoulders down and back. Exhale, I'm scooping my belly. Inhale, I'm going to sit up nice and tall. And exhale, go ahead, scooping that belly. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Let's take one more. Exhale, scooping that belly. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Awesome. All right, from here, I'm going to go ahead and grab my light hand weights. If you don't have light hand weights, that's okay too. Just use your arms. There's nothing wrong with just using our arms. I really like the mind-muscle connection, but sometimes it just helps to have a little bit of weights just so you can kind of feel, give yourself a little added challenge. And like I said earlier, if you have a can of soup or maybe 2 water bottles, something like that that are the same weight, of course, you can use those. So I want you to go ahead and just drop these arms down by your sides. Again, sit up nice and tall. Don't forget what we learned in the very first few minutes of class. Squeezing those legs together, scooping the belly, shoulders down and back. Now from here, I want you to take an inhale as you lift those arms out towards the sides. Imagine you're holding buckets of water. Now as you exhale, lower the arms down. We're controlling that descent. So we're scooping the belly, squeezing the inner thighs tighter. Good, try that again. Inhale, lifting up. Now, I know some of you lifted those shoulders. Pull them back down. Exhale, lower it down, scooping the belly, squeezing the thighs. Awesome, try that again. Inhale. Exhale, lowering them down, squeezing the thighs, scooping the belly. Again, inhale, lifting them up. Exhale, lowering them down, squeezing the thighs, scooping the belly. Inhale, lifting them up. Exhale, bringing them down. Now notice I'm not lifting them higher than my shoulders. And I'm keeping them slightly in front of me so I can see them in my peripheral vision. I'm not bringing them back this way so I arch my back. I'm keeping them right where I can see them. As I lower down, I'm scooping that belly so I'm using my abs, I'm using my core. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, lowering them down. Good, let's do 2 more like that. Inhale, lifting them up. Imagine you have 10 pounds of water in each hand. Exhale, lowering down. I don't even know if they make 10-pound buckets of water, but in my imagination they do. 1 more. Inhale, lifting it up. And exhale, lower it down. Awesome, shaking out those arms. So this just reminded me a little bit of when I got to meet my new sweet little niece a few weeks ago. And, well, actually it was over a month ago now. It was way before all this happened. And I realized how important it is to have strong arms because my little sister was holding sweet little Helen, and she gave her back to me after about 5 minutes, and she's like, my arms are tired. And I realized how happy and thankful I was that I had strong arms. When you want to love and hold on a baby, it's very important. So if anything, stick with these little weights because you want to hug those little ones you love so much. All right, next exercise, enough babbling. Arms are going to come up. We're going to lift them so our elbows are right in line with our shoulders. Now your weights are facing your face, so your fingernails you should be looking at. If you don't have weights, just stretch those fingers up like this. Now we're going to inhale as we try to tap the weights back towards the shoulders. So we're lengthening the spine here. Now as we exhale, we're bringing those arms right back up. Good, try that again. Inhale, bending, squeezing the biceps here. Exhale, bringing them up. Now, if you can't lift your elbows up in line with your shoulders, that's your goal. Keep them down low here, maybe bringing them right by your hips and just squeezing the weight up. All right, so I'll do a couple like this so you can see. So inhale, we're lowering them down. As they come up, squeeze. Good. Lower. And squeeze. Now, those of you wanting that challenge, they're up. And we squeeze. There you go. Up. And squeeze. And up. And squeeze. Good. Lift them up. And squeeze. And up. And squeeze. Now when I'm squeezing, I'm also squeezing my inner thighs. Let's do 2 more wherever you're at. And squeeze. 1 more. Up. And squeeze. Beautiful. Just bringing those weights down by your side. Shake it out a little bit. From here, we just want to stretch the neck a tiny bit. So go ahead, just drop that right ear over towards the side again, using the weights to kind of pull those shoulders down. So one thing you want to make sure you don't do with weights is tense too much in your neck. So an important part of that is stretching it out after an exercise. Now take it to the opposite side. Go ahead, bringing that head right back to the center. All right, so from here, those arms are going to come back out to your side. Now, we've done this in previous classes without weights, but we're going to do it today with these light hand weights if you have them. So press the heels into the ground, squeeze those inner thighs. And I want you to draw little circles with the arms. And I'm taking my circles forward, just tiny little circles. Imagining I'm drawing those circles on the walls to the side of you. Good. And just keep circling those arms. Just working on keeping the arms nice and tight. And imagine your spine is nice and long from your tailbone all the way up to the top of your head. Good. And let's do 10 more circles here. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Floating those arms back down. And again, just stretching the head over to the right. Enjoying that stretch. From here, bringing the head back into the center, taking it to the left. The head right back into the center. Good. 1 more set of circles. This time our arms are going to come out to the side and we're going to flip our palms up. So my pinky fingers are closest to you guys, to my camera there. My thumbs are towards the back of the room. And this time I'm going to draw my circles backwards. So little circles backwards. Squeezing the inner thighs, scooping my belly. Just tiny little circles of the arms. And what's fun about this is I do these arm circles in Pilates mat. I do them in my bar classes. Do them in my Pilates apparatus classes, and I do them myself at the gym. You can do them at whatever level you are. You can always do less reps. You can use lighter weights. You can use heavier weights. Still a great exercise, just holding them out. Good, let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Go ahead, floating those arms down. Go ahead, just dropping your weights down. And then we're just going to open those legs a little bit wider here. All right, I want you to sit up nice and tall. I just want to release this back a little bit. So you're coming to the edge of your chair. Hands are going to come right here to these sides. We're going to take an inhale. Now as we exhale, I want you to imagine someone's pulling your lower back towards the back of your chair. Your fingertips are reaching forward. So notice I'm not hinging towards my feet. I'm letting my spine pull backwards. Good. Now from here, inhale, I'm sitting up nice and tall. So almost like your spine stretched forward on the mat. So here my arms are pulled down and back. Now as I exhale, tucking my chin down towards my chest, I'm imagining someone's pulling my middle back towards my chair. I'm reaching my fingertips. I'm trying to relax in my shoulders. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, lifting those shoulders, rolling them back and down. Good. Take that again. Exhale, dropping the chin down towards the chest, scooping that belly. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Awesome. One more here. Exhale, stretching it forward, really scooping that belly. And inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Awesome. All right, from here, I'm going to go ahead and grab my strap. If you don't have a scrap, just grab a little hand towel. That should be good. Hi, Liz. Liz, you're here. Wonderful. I hope you're still hanging in with me. Liz likes chair classes, too. Me and Liz are goofy like that. We like to do all kinds of very easy exercises, and we like to overanalyze them. Why, I don't know. I guess it's fun for us. It's fun for us to feel what they can do in our bodies, I guess, because it takes so long to actually feel what your body's doing that when you get it, you love to break stuff down. Anyways, we're going to grab our towel. We're going to rest it on your thighs, and then go ahead and grab the ends. And we're going to just work on a little bit of shoulder mobility. So I want you to take an inhale and go ahead and lift that towel up. Now pull on it slightly. I don't want you to pull it too much that you feel tension too much in those arms, just so it's a little bit tight. Now take it up to your range of motion. For me, I'm like a zombie and my arms can go way far back. Most of you should probably bring them right here in your peripheral vision, maybe back up. And then as you exhale, lowering them back down. Good. Try that again. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Maybe they're just coming right in front of you here. Then exhale, lowering them down. Good. Each breath, inhaling, maybe taking it a little bit past where you were before. Exhale, lowering it down. Always staying connected to those abdominals. Remembering that breathing exercise I did with you at the beginning. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, I'm scooping my belly as I'm lowering it down. Now I'm making sure I'm not folding like we just did in that back release exercise. I'm staying up tall as I lower it down. A nice tall spine. Watch me. Inhale. And exhale. I'm staying up nice and tall. See? Inhale. I am allowing my ribs to pop a little bit here, though, just because I want to feel that stretch. And exhale. Lowering it down. If you have a hard time getting on the ground, you probably have a hard time with extension too. So I want you to kind of feel that if you can by opening up a little bit here. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale. And exhale. And hopefully you're starting to feel a little more stretched out. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. From here, lifting that strap up right in line with your shoulders. Now give it a little bit of slack here. I want you to inhale. Now as you exhale, I want you to squeeze it tight, scooping the belly, pressing the heels into the ground, squeezing the glutes. Hold it here a moment. Now relax it. You can rest the arms down. Let's try that again. Ready? Big inhale. Exhale, squeeze, press those heels into the ground, pull that towel. And release it down. Good. Ready? Here we go again. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze and pull, holding it there. And relax it. Let's take one more. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze and pull. Beautiful. And relax it down. All right, you can go ahead and set that strap down. We're going to do a little hip opening here now. So we're going to take this right leg, and I want you to try to pick it up and bring it on top of the left leg here. Now, if your leg will not allow you to do that, what I want you to practice is just trying to pick up your heel off the ground like this and lowering it down. So notice my knees going down as my heel's coming up. Work through that while we do this stretch. So the leg's going to come up, it's going to cross over the body. And I just want you guys to sit up nice and tall here. So lengthen through the crown of that head. Relax your shoulders. And then again, you can rest the weight of your hands on that right knee. Just holding the stretch here, trying to keep a nice long spine. And you want to hold it here, almost till you feel it kind of release a little bit. Now, from here, I want you to hinge forward if you can. But don't curve that spine. That's not going to help us stretch anymore. It might stretch our lower back a little bit out because we've been sitting up for so long. But it's not going to help us open this hip. So when you're stretching forward, think of squeezing your butt cheeks. And imagine someone, again, has that string on the top of your head. We are all puppets here. And we're stretching long. And that's when you're going to feel that deeper stretch. Not when you collapse in the body. Holding it there. I'm still pressing that left heel into the ground. Now from here, you might be able to reach your arms to the back of your chair and just give it a little bit deeper of a stretch. You can really open this hip this way. It feels nice. Good, just holding it here. Now, if you couldn't get your leg all the way up here and you're bored with lifting that leg up and down, you can still bring your both heels down, lean forward in a flat back here and get a little bit of a stretch. Holding it there. Good. Let's take a few more breaths here. Good. Bringing that body all the way up. And then go ahead, just dropping that leg down. Let's move to the left. So that left leg's going to come up. Again, crossing it over, pressing the right heel now into the ground. Trying to press that left knee down. Now, pay attention to those hip bones. If it's cocked up like this, it could mean you're just really tight in your hip. You want to try to even that back down. All right, so we want to try to keep it down. And even with your leg crossed, this knee might be up. The goal, though, is to try to open it while keeping those hips nice and even. Do what's good for you. I would say if there's one positive to working out at home, it's that you don't have everybody around to look at and judge. You just look at yourself, do what you can. And hopefully, I'm giving you guys enough modifications. I may be overdoing that a little bit, but I have a few different people that I know are taking the class, and I have them in mind. That's why it's always helpful if you guys say hello at the beginning, because some of you guys I know very well, and I know what you're working on. Now from here, hinging it forward again, so take that inhale. Then as we exhale, hinging it forward, trying to think of a nice long spine, knee is opening. Squeezing the glutes. The more you squeeze the glutes, oddly, the more you feel that stretch. Holding it here. Then if you'd like, maybe reaching towards the back of that chair. Just staying strong in the hips while you're stretching. Squeezing those glutes. Good. From here, sitting up nice and tall. Awesome. Go ahead, just bringing that leg down. And we're going to turn it to the right side of your chair. So feet will come over to the right. We want to sit up nice and tall here, pressing those heels into the ground. I want you to take that left leg, just open it up. So almost you're in like a squatted position here. Both knees are to the side. Now this may be your position. That's fine. If you want to take it a little deeper, we're going to take that left leg and stretch it backwards. Yep, so you're almost in a warrior position here. We're squeezing the glutes. We're pressing that right heel into the ground. Stretch those arms out to the side. Now, if you're right here, you're just pressing both heels into the ground. Now, I still want you to try to open that left arm back because it's just going to open you up and stretch you through the side here. Good. Holding whatever pose you are in. From here, just dropping the left arm down. So if it's right here, it's going to drop down. Reaching that right arm up, stretching it over. Your leg is back. You're just stretching it up and back. Good. Go ahead, floating that arm down. Bringing both legs together. Shimmying those toes out a little bit. We're going to take an inhale here, and as you exhale, slowly slide those arms down the leg to a ragdoll position. So this might be your position. If you can, take it further, maybe reaching for those toes towards the ground. Just holding that stretch. Relaxing the upper body. Taking a deep inhale and exhale. One more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Rolling it back up. Restacking the spine. Right here, just lifting those shoulders up, rolling them back and down. Awesome. Taking it back into the center. We're going to switch those legs over to the left side, and hopefully you guys were smarter than me and didn't put your props right there. Legs are going to come in front again. So remember, we're sitting up nice and tall. We're going to take that right leg now, open it out. So our hips are turning to the diagonal. Squeezing those glutes, pressing the left heel into the ground. Now this may be your pose. If you want a little bit more of a stretch, we're going to stretch that right leg back, opening those hips a little bit. Squeezing the glutes, arms are going to come out to the side. Pressing the heels into the ground. But we have this nice chair for support here. Again, if your leg's right here, our hips are square to the corner, we're lengthening up, but you're taking that right arm and you're opening it. Just to feel that body open up a little bit, squeezing those glutes. Good. From here, dropping that right arm down, left hand's gonna flip, taking it up. If you have that leg stretched out, you know what to do. I have faith in you. Good, bringing those arms back up. Really reaching through the hands. Go ahead, bring both of the legs back together. Stretch them forward. Let's take a ragdoll here. Sit up nice and tall, inhaling. As we exhale, just dropping it down over those legs, relaxing the body here. And remember, you might just be right up here on your thighs. Those are what those are called. Or you may drop it all the way down, just trying to hang that body, relaxing it there. Good. Taking an inhale. And as you exhale, slowly rolling it up. Lifting those shoulders up by your ears, rolling them back and down. Beautiful. From here, taking it back into the center. From here, I just want you to open your legs a little bit wider. Now, if you can't get up off the chair by yourself, please don't. Just sit there and wait for us. If you can, I just want to take you to standing for a minute because I do feel it's very important to make sure we stand up and feel how that feels to stand in a nice, good posture. So if you're seated, I want your feet right a little bit wider than your shoulders, toes turned out about 30 degrees. Take an inhale. As you exhale, just lean forward a little bit. So again, we're finding that flat back. Now press your heels into the ground as you think of lifting your butt up off that chair and standing up nice and tall. So we're using our legs to stand up. Yeah? All right, so from here, whether you're sitting in the chair or you're standing up nice and strong, just want those heels underneath your hips. You may have to scooch them in a little bit. Bring your arms down by your sides. Lift those shoulders up by your ears, taking an inhale. As you exhale, rolling them back and down. Again, inhale, lifting them up. Exhale, rolling them back and down. can do this seated too. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rolling them back and down. One more time here. Lowering them back and down. From here, scooping that belly, squeezing it in nice and tight. Squeezing those glutes. Arms come down by your side. Stand up nice and tall and proud. And you guys are all done. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed the class. If there's anything you guys want to work on Friday, comment here. That way I see them and I can use it to help me plan my class a little bit. I hope you all are having a wonderful start to your week. Maybe you guys have something exciting to do. I'm excited because I feel like in a few weeks, maybe we're going to slowly start to be able to come back to the studio. That's keeping me very optimistic. I miss seeing all your faces and having you in class, because usually as a teacher, that's how we know, okay, are they following us? Are they not? But hopefully, anyways, you just enjoy watching something else other than the news or Netflix, something like that. Although Netflix is good, I have to say. I'm finding a lot of good things to watch. Yeah, but that's all I got. I will be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for Payo. And again tomorrow night at 6 p.m. for bar and stretch. So if you guys want something a little more active, that will be tomorrow. Anyways, have a wonderful week. Bye for now.